Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Trying to run the option right side, Smith. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Washington Redskins right now sitting at 3-2. Interesting last couple of weeks. You look back to Week 5, Monday night game on the road. They got annihilated by Drew Brees and the Saints. Came back 6 days later with a statement win that you saw in person against Carolina.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. When you see an NFL team take a beating like they took in New Orleans, if they are halfway decent, expect their pride to come out in the next game. And that's exactly what we saw against Carolina. Started fast, got out to a 14-0 lead, strong throughout. Defense reacted a whole lot better than they did on Monday night. Josh Norman, their star cornerback, caught a lot of grief about what happened, got briefly benched against New Orleans. He had one of his better games on Sunday against Carolina. Had an interception and a forced fumble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
15, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
52.
They run it here with Thompson. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, 68 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter. Breeze hands to Ingram. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Here's Breeze. Rolling to his right. And Watson has it right side. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. They find some open field here. Now he opts for the spin. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run with Thompson. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. Completes it right side to Doxson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They snap it to Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 28 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the pitch comes to Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll escape to his right. He'll let it fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now Thompson, and an alley to run. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Double. 52. 35. 15. 15.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
From the 50, it's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out with one back, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson taking it in, and the Redskins are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Kill. Ready.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Thomas, the intended target. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Smith again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, a run with Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Great 15. Liz. Slot.
Here's Smith. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Hey, back up. Let's go, 15.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 30 seconds are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ingram again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing now is Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Orange. Hey, back up.
On first down, it's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Smith on first down. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson from 13 yards out. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 37. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And he puts it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
15.
Right back to him on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Rip. Yellow. Check 3. Hey, back up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith, escaping the pressure right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Swearinger, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
52. 35. Orange. Great 15.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now, Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up. Takeover at the 25-yard line.
0-2.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Rolling to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here come the Redskins now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Hey, slot.
Smith going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Yellow lady. 21. 36.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Now Breeze got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but that one looks like he'll throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.